Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. In today's video, I am sharing with you my intro to my team project pan for 2023. I'm not sure whether there's anyone else doing this, but I really like the way that this project is structured. I really like how I structured it last year with my mini quarterly projects. So I did decide to start the year afresh with this project again. I have a basket full of products here in front of me. This year again, I'm going to structure it in a way where I do the 4 mini projects again. So for the first 3 quarters of the year, I will be doing a full face rolling style project pan with fresh products for that quarter. I'll roll on to the next quarter with a brand new set of products. When we get to the last quarter, I will bring everything back from the year that I haven't finished up in that last quarter to try and finish everything up. So that's my plan. But before we get into the video, I would like to share a word from today's sponsor, which is Louisa. Louisa reached out to me and asked me if I would like to receive a few of their pieces. And for those of you that don't know, Louisa are a seller of beautiful, fine, dainty jewelry. They do offer a range of necklaces, earrings, bracelets, and rings. I am wearing some of the items today. I picked out this necklace here, which is called the Addison necklace. So it's basically like a little sun, which I think is very cute. And I'm also wearing the Celeste earring set, which has a little moon and a little star. I feel like I'm rocking the whole like solar system at the moment. I've got all the elements, the sun, the moon, the stars. So I do really like pairing these together. I think it's very cute. They did also send me this little set of earrings here, which I think is also very cute. I'll add another clip of these as well. I think the style of these is super unique. I love how they swirl around from front to back. I think that's a very cool feature of them. They're very like simplistic, not over the top, but they're still kind of something a little bit different, which is very fun. This is the Rider set of earrings and I really like how they look. I really vibe with Louisa because they have some great ethics for their company, and for people that are international, they also have some great services that they offer. So they are carbon and water neutral, which I think is fantastic. I love how their packaging comes. It comes in very simplistic packaging, nothing over the top, nothing extreme, and it's easy to send in the mail. They do also send all of their items in these little envelopes, which again I think are very handy if you want to reuse them for your jewelry. If you do go away, it protects your jewelry and it's not going to get damaged in your luggage. You're also not needing to take those massive jewelry boxes with you. So pieces at Louisa do start from $39, and they do also offer free international shipping to Australia on all purchases over 50 Australian dollars, which is fantastic. Given that it's very easy to pick more than one item, I don't think you'll be very stretched to meet the free shipping threshold. They do also offer the 365-day warranty. Louisa are having a sale as of the 26th of January through to the 16th of February for Valentine's Day. Perfect time of year to treat yourself or treat your loved one. During this sale, you can buy one item and get the second item for 50% off. Putting all the sales aside though, they have given me a coupon code which will give you guys 20% off your purchase. So if you use the code MakeupEnthusiast20, you will get 20% off your purchase. So make sure you check out Louisa through the link below. There was a lot on the website that caught my eye. So let me know if you make a purchase and what you purchased. Let me know if you've tried Louisa before. And thank you again, Louisa, for sponsoring this video. And without further ado, let's jump on in to the project pan intro. So because we're doing an intro and I don't really need to keep track of any items, I'm gonna just grab out items randomly from this basket and we shall mention them just because I don't have to give you guys any weights or anything until the next update. So I'm just gonna grab them willy-nilly. I might at least try and like group them together a little bit though. So we'll start off with, let's start with hair care items just for something different. So starting off with my KMS Flat Out Straightening Cream. This one is coming in again this year. I want to really try and get this finished up this year. So I am starting the year off with this one. I thought if I left it to like Q3, I might not have enough time to get it finished. So I'm going to roll it in now. This one might maybe stay in for 2 to 3 quarters, just depending on how much progress I make, but I really want to get it finished. So I'm introducing it now to give myself the best chance of having it done. Another hair care item, I am putting the Davines Curl Building Serum on the shelf, back on the shelf for a little while because it's been in and out of the project for quite some time. I'm bringing in another Davines product. This is called the Invisible Serum. So this is for tousled looks. So I guess kind of more that kind of beachy, scrunchy hair look. It's only a small tube, so I'm thinking maybe I might have more of a chance of having this one finished by the end of the year. So we'll see how we go. I think I have used this one a bit already, like it's not coming in brand spanking new, so hopefully I might be able to get it completely finished this year. If not, just a decent dent on it would be really nice. More hair care items. I am again rolling in my hair oil. I have been like playing around with this and I've been doing some research. I'm trying to like find other ways that I can use this on my hair. At the moment I'm kind of experimenting with it, using it as a hair like mask treatment once a week. I mean, so far so good. I mean, I don't hate the effect that it leaves on my hair, so we might continue along that route for the time being, see how much progress I can make. Like if I find that I'm making a shit ton of progress by using that method to do my hair, maybe I'll just continue on that way and we might find ourselves getting a lot closer to having it finished like this century if we do that method. So I will keep you posted on how I'm progressing with this and like my method of using it as well. Hair care items, I think I only have, oh no, I have 2 more hair care items. I am just going to rotate this one in because I'm kind of cheating. Because if you guys saw, actually no, I don't think I've even posted that video yet. I am setting myself like a rule of using 2 hair care items up before I'm able to roll one item in or purchase a new one. So this one's almost done. So I'm kind of cheating. I'm giving myself a gimme product right from like get-go, starting the year off with a bang. This is the Briogeo Farewell Frizz. This is the leave-in milk conditioning spray. I think it's probably sitting like down around here. Like I've actually used a decent amount of it, so I don't think this one will take me too long to get through, but at least it might give me a little pep in my step to start the year with and empty quite soon in the piece. And again, want to try and get through some of my hairsprays this year, so I am going to bring straight in the Juice Stuck Up hairspray. This one was in the project like right at the tail end of last year, and I did make a little bit of progress on it over the couple of months. I think I managed to get the weight under 100 grams, so I am going to rotate it in. It is still feeling fairly full, and given that it's an aerosol, it's probably going to take me a decent while to get through it, but I am quietly optimistic that I can get maybe 1 or 2 hairsprays finished this year. Also perfume, I'm giving myself a break from Flora Botanica. I just need a moment. I need a moment. So I am going to bring a perfume that's probably one of my newest perfumes in my collection into the project, just because I'm really vibing it at the moment and I'm like constantly reaching for it. So I thought, what the hell? Let's include it in the project and just track the progress. So it is my Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt Cologne. This is just one of the mini sizes. This is the 30 ml bottle. I've already probably used maybe a third of this. So I probably will have this one finished by the end of the quarter, I would say, because I feel like I'm making a lot of progress on this, and I've been kind of testing out these products for the last couple of weeks. And I feel like I've already used a lot of it, even just from like maybe 2 or 3 weeks worth of usage. So we'll see how we go on that one. Setting sprays. I'm going to bring in 2 setting sprays, and I kind of have a reason for this. This one's almost done. Like it's very, very light. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter. I probably will have this one done by the update. But I'm also going to bring in my Matte Fix Plus Prep and Prime setting spray. Now, when I was prepping for this video and grabbing out all my products, I was thinking like my goal is to use up MAC products, because for those of you that don't know, MAC is getting rid of their Back to MAC program at the end of March. So that's basically like the end of the quarter. For me, that's when this like mini quarter project for my team project pan will be wrapping up. So my thought process was get those MAC products into your project, have a look through your collection and see what MAC products are close to being finished, so you can get the best for your money. This one, obviously, it's probably sitting a bit under halfway, so it might be a little bit of a challenge, especially considering the foundations that I have in the rotation at the moment. This one doesn't work the best for them, just because they're already not performing the best on my oily skin. And then adding extra like moisture and wetness and hydration to my skin, not really the best combo if I want my makeup to last all day. But I do often use this to rehydrate things. So like rehydrate Steeler Glitter and Glows and other bits and pieces in my collection. So we'll see how we go. And some days I do just want to look like a dewy mess. So some days I do reach for it. So we'll see how we go on that. But in saying that, I did grab out my basket full of MAC products that I've already finished, and there's 7. There's 7 empty products. Some of them are like limited edition. Like I have a limited edition Prep and Prime, and I have a mini limited edition of the MAC Fix Plus. So I don't know whether they'll count towards the 6. So I'm going to continue to try and use up some of these, and hopefully I might be able to at least have a whole group of 6 that they'll accept when I go in. I have a feeling that there is a lot of Fix Pluses that I've thrown out by accident and not put in the basket, because I'm sure I've used up at least like maybe 1 or 2 of the normal Fix Pluses in the full size in the past, and it's not in the basket. So I think I've made a big boo-boo, and I think I've accidentally thrown out some MAC packaging, and I am very annoyed at myself. And I know I could figure it out by going back through my spreadsheets, but I think that would really hurt me if I did do that. So I don't think I want to look. But I just have this feeling that I've used up more Fix Pluses than are sitting in that basket, and it hurts. It makes me very sad. Okay, speaking of MAC, and speaking of being ambitious with trying to finish up MAC products, I will just tell you now, I haven't grabbed out any MAC lipsticks because it's just not going to happen. I had a look at all my MAC lipsticks and none of them are anywhere close to being finished. So I've just come to the realization that it's just not going to happen. But I am going to be ambitious and bring in 2 MAC lip glosses that I have. And actually I have again been like just testing these out, dipping my toe to see if these are something that I could get use out of. And I do feel like the level is actually starting to drop, which is very exciting, makes me a little bit giddy. But I have 2 MAC lip glosses, or 2 MAC lip glasses. This is the Viva Glam Nikki, and this is the Viva Glam Nikki 2. Again, I don't know whether they'll accept these, but I feel like the writing where it says Nikki is rubbing off. So I might maybe get lucky. They might take it because they might not know that they're limited edition, because the spot where it says MAC lip gloss still perfectly like looks the same as what it was when I got it. But on this one, like half of the Nicki Minaj is written off, rubbed off. So they might take it. I might get lucky. I might get like a sales assistant that's feeling very generous. So I'm going to bring both of these in. The one that's purple looks horrendous on the lips by itself. It's like really frosty and gross. But I'm going to use it maybe as a bit of like a lip mask, or just on the weekends when I'm bumming around the house. This one, it's not too bad. It's very kind of like Barbie pink on the lips. So I do like to like blot down the color a little bit, but I'm determined. Like I want to try and get these done, and they're getting pretty old. So I'd like to get them done. That being said, I mean, while we're in the lip product category, we may as well continue on with what we have. I am going to rotate in this here, which is the leftovers from my Lime Crime Choker lipstick. This is just going to sit in my drawer and I'll reach for it when I reach for it. I would really like to get it finished this year though. This is everything that I like scooped out of the bottom of the bullet from my Lime Crime Choker lipstick that I finished last year. There is so much product in the bottom of the bullet on the Lime Crime lipsticks, almost like another lipstick worth of lipstick. There's a lot of lipstick in there to finish. I'm not gonna like put heaps of pressure on myself to have it finished like in the first quarter or anything like that. but I'm just going to have it sitting in my like everyday makeup drawer to just use when I want to use it. Especially because that one is a lot darker than some of the other lipsticks that I've identified that I want to work on this year. So I might find myself occasionally reaching for that because I want like a bit of a darker nude on my lips. Speaking of lipsticks, this is the one that's coming in. I've identified, I think maybe like 2 or 3 Hourglass lipsticks that I want to use up this year. This again is a nude, and this is called I Woke Up, this one. I am wearing it on my lips today, and this is how much I have left. Again, I've been using this and like playing around with, like which lip product I wanted to focus on first, and this was the one I identified. So I have used it a little bit. I don't know whether you can see, it was basically like flush with the top of the packaging here when I first started using it, and it like dropped a bit in level already. So very happy with how I'm progressing already on this one. And then I'm also going to roll in both of these products. These are both kind of like lip treatment products. First is the Ultraviolet Sheen Screen in Peach. I used up 2 of these ultraviolet lip balms last year, and I want to get the last 2 that I have in my collection done this year. This one's like basically full size. I've been using it like a little bit over the Christmas holidays, but when I started using it at the start of the Christmas holidays, it was jam-packed. So I'm already like starting to see it's getting a little bit less, but it's a full tube. It is chock-a-block. So there's that one. And then I also want to rotate in my Kosas lip oil. Now this product is probably one of the, I don't think I've purchased a lip product since I purchased this one. So this is the newest lip product in my collection. I purchased this in April last year, but I just really enjoy this product. I love reaching for it. I wear it all the time. I just like naturally, organically reach for it. I love the color of it. I can often wear it without makeup, or I can wear it with makeup, and it looks nice in both occasions. Like it doesn't look too underdone or too overdone. It's a really nice formula, and I just love having it in my handbag and just naturally reach for it. So thought that I would include it in the project just because I can see I've already made a lot of progress on it. So I think that it's something that I could easily use up this year, and I would like to use it up given that Kosas is like a clean brand, so often people complain about these products going off a lot quicker than normal products would. So I thought that I would include it just to get my money's worth out of it and make sure I get it done before it goes off, given that it doesn't have all of those like preservatives in it that all my other like lip products have. Eyebrow products, I'm bringing back some ones from last year. Benefica Brows coming back in. I want to get this sucker finished this year. I'm so desperate, but that's how much is left. I don't know, you can see on the side there. I'd really like to get this one finished this year. I don't think I'm going to use this for the whole year, but I'll probably use it for maybe 2 to 3 quarters. Definitely this quarter and the last quarter, but I'm thinking I might actually have this one in for one of the other 2 quarters where I do the full face refresh. That's my thought process, and I think if I do that, I'm guaranteed to get it finished this year. But if I don't, I might be pushing my luck again, and that thing is not going past this year. I'm saying it now. I'm gonna set it out there. You guys need to hold me to it, because that product is not going past this year. It needs to go. It needs to get out of the collection and go. As much as I want to have it completely finished, if it's not completely finished, it is so bloody old, it needs to get out of my collection. M Cosmetics cream, brunette brow cream. I thought that I was done with this product, but I like popped the stopper out the other day. There is so much product left in this one. It is ridiculous how much product is in these tubes. Like when you take the stopper out and you stick the wand back in there, it's like so much product. You can feel how thick the product is in there and how much there is. So this one I think still has a long way to go, just given how much product is in there. I highly recommend, if you have this product and you think it's finished, like pop the stopper off. It was so easy. I just got my little spatula and I like worked my way around, and then it just popped out. Get the wand in there, scoop it around a little bit, and you'll be good to go again. I have been putting the stopper back in once I like agitate the product, just to make it easier, because without the stopper, the wand gets too loaded up with product for your brows. So I recommend putting the stopper back in and doing that like a couple of times before you throw it out, because there's a bucket load of product in there. For a tiny little tube, there's a lot in there. Skincare products, I am going to bring in my Lush No Drought Dry Shampoo of 2023. This is the Sand and Sky Australian Enzyme Powder Polish. I probably have maybe a third of this one left. Because this one is so fine and there's so much product in here and it weighs nothing, it takes ages to get through this. So I'm hoping that I can get this one done. I'm also going to continue on with my trying to use up all of the masks in my collection. I don't have that many more masks, but I did bring in like 1 or 2 last year. And I also have a lot of samples, like mask samples. So I'll include those in the sample section. But for like tube masks, this is the Osmosis Polish Cranberry Enzyme Mask. This is like a kind of like chemical exfoliant. That's the word I'm looking for. It's actually really quite nice. You just got to be careful. Like my skin goes almost instantly red when I put this on, just because it's quite intense, and it says like 5 to 15 minutes. I probably put it on for like 5 to 10 minutes. It says 1 to 3 times a week. I would only recommend 1 time because it's pretty intense. I feel like if you did 3 times a week, you might be paying for it, because it's a bit intense. Now, moving in, we'll keep with the cream products. Foundation primer, I'm going to continue on with my Kryolan HD Micro Primer. I feel like I'm getting close to having this one finished because it feels like it's lighter, but I just know you only need quite a small amount every time you use this. So I don't know whether this will be done by the end of the quarter, but I think it will be done by the end of the year. That's my prediction. Foundations. All 3 are coming in, because my prediction, or I guess my absolute hope and prayer to the panning gods, is that I have all 3 of these finished in the first quarter. I really, really hope that comes true. So first up is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I did have this kind of like settle quite well the other day, and I'm sitting like down around here. So as you can see, there's only like quite a small amount left. I do use this one not that regularly, probably only when I'm filming at the moment, or only when I'm going out for dinner or stuff like that, if I haven't already got my foundation still on from the workday. But it's getting very close. It's getting so close. It's like frustrating. It's frustratingly close. It's that close. And then both of these, again, these aren't really like settling all that well, but they're like, the Oma is down around here, and this one you can kind of see like little kind of settlement lines, but they change all the time. So I don't know. I think both of these are just going to get to the stage where one day nothing comes out. I do feel like the Oma, when I pump it, less is coming out. So I do think it's getting to the point at the bottom there where there's not so much like sitting around the spout, the tube that goes down into the product. So yeah, like when I do one pump, it's not a huge amount. So I think they're getting close. I think it's probably going to be, I would really like it to be finished by the first update, but it's probably going to be closer to the end of the like finale for Q1 that those are finished. I really, really, really do not want them to go past Q1. And we also have my Kosas Concealer. This is the Revealer Concealer, and I have the color 01N. I also forgot to say, this one here is the Ultraviolet Dream Screen Tinted Veil. For those of you that weren't watching last year, I've just assumed that you all know what these are and I didn't tell you. And this one here is the Oma Say What foundation that I have been working on these 3 for an incredibly long amount of time. it's getting ridiculous how long they've been in the project. Back to my Kosas concealer. As you can see, there's lots of windowing going on and it's settled like down around here. So I'm definitely making really good progress on this one. This one, I just feel like you don't need that much, and this one's so satisfying how well it settles. I really like it. But yeah, you don't need much of this one. I just use it under my eyes. I really like this concealer. I think it's a fantastic concealer. I probably would repurchase it if it wasn't for the fact that I have another like completely full one in my collection. Once that one's finished, I probably will repurchase this one again because I just really like how it looks under my eyes. It's not like heavy, like cakey under my eyes. It's a really nice formula. So I do really like that one. Last but not least is powder products. So again, we're rolling over my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder from last year, and again, this is going to take me an eternity to get through. I really want to try and figure out another way that I can use this one. I haven't done my experiment yet. I keep saying I'm going to experiment with this. Haven't done that yet. It will happen one day, I promise. And then my Hourglass Veil Translucent Veil Setting Powder again is coming back. This one is sitting a bit under halfway now, I would say. It's probably, can you see that line through there? Yeah, so I think it's a bit under halfway. This is probably a boring intro for you guys because there's a lot of products that are just like rolling over from last year. I'm at that point with my collection at the moment, especially when it comes to powders, like foundations, concealers, where I only have like 1 or 2 options, which is how I love it. Like I think that just really suits me at the moment. I love having only minimal options in those categories. But it doesn't make project panning probably all that interesting for you guys because you're just constantly seeing the same products all the time. But it is what it is. I am mixing it up a little bit this year, and I'm actually rotating in some complexion products. I am going to rotate in a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. I'm going to see how I go. So we'll start with the bronzer. I am rotating in my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is the milk chocolate bronzer. It doesn't look like this has been used at all, but I promise you it's been used a little bit, like just a tiny little bit. It still smells basically exactly the same as it did when I got it. It still smells like chocolate and like normal chocolate. So I still think it's fine to wear on my face. Every time I look at this, I get like this false sense that I can kind of see the rings coming through, but I think that might just be in my head. It might just be really wishful thinking. So we'll see how we go with this one. Ultimately, I would like to have this one finished this year, and I think that it could potentially happen. However, I am trying to completely finish up a cream bronzer as well. I do wear both of them at the same time. I am actually wearing both of my Fenty Butter Biscuit cream bronzer and this one over the top at the moment, which I don't hate how it looks. It's probably a little bit excessive though. So I would like to get both of them completely finished up, but if I can't have that, just hitting pan on this at least, I would be very happy with that. Then I have my NYX blush in Angel, and I already have pan on this one in the center there, as you can see. I think I hit pan on this one last year or the year before. I want to try and have this one completely finished this year, and I think that's very ambitious of me, extremely ambitious of me. I might have to keep this in the project for a couple of quarters, but I'm going to gauge how I go Q1. We'll see if I'm able to, because I already feel like I've been using this a bit. I have been again layering this over my cream blush. I'm wearing it over the top of my Becca cream blush today. The best thing about this blush is the fact that you can just kind of like go ham with it, layering it, and it doesn't get excessive, but it does leave like a really nice kind of effect and sheen on the skin. But I just feel like I haven't expanded that pan at all. So I don't know what's going on or how this is like pressed into the pan, but I feel like I haven't expanded the pan at all. So we'll see how we go at the next update. Maybe that might provide us a little bit more insight about how long it's going to take to get through this one. I just want to get through this one because it's getting quite old. My collection's at the point where I am just trying to find random spaces in drawers to put things, and I don't like that. I like to have like my blushes together and my bronzers together. So I'm trying to clear out a few blushes, bronzers, highlights out of that drawer so I can move stuff into that drawer where it's supposed to be instead of being like just random spots around my collection. So because the packaging on this one was a little bit big, I already had pan on it and it's probably one of my oldest blushes, decided to rotate it in. That's probably the reason again for this product coming in. This is my Stila Kitten Duo. For any of you that have been here for a while, you guys know that this pan a couple of years ago fell out of the little duo, completely shattered everywhere. It was an absolute nightmare to finish up. But while I was trying to pan this side, I was also panning this side. I managed to get pan on the lighter side that same year. So now obviously my goal is to try and finish it up. Don't totally love this formula, so I probably shot myself in the foot a little bit. But again, this is in that drawer where everything else is supposed to be. It's already got pan on it. Half of it's missing. It's probably one of the oldest highlighters in my collection. Don't totally love it. So I want to try and get it out of my collection this year. I am trying to find other ways to use it more regularly, like inner corner highlights, on the lid, as actual highlights, like little places that I can use it more regularly. Again, I think given that this is a highlight, it's probably going to have to stay in the project for a fairly long amount of time if I am going to have any hope of having it finished. That's what this project's all about. Tracking the progress, letting you guys know how long it takes me. I mean, if I'm going to meet any of my goals on these products this year, I feel like it's probably going to be the blush. Just given how much I can like go ham and layer it, I feel like maybe this might be one that I can use up. And it's like a very nice natural blush, so I can wear it like every day and not have any issues. So maybe like it might be the blush. It might be the blush unless what I'm seeing is true in terms of the bronzer and the rings are actually very close. But I mean, when I look around the edge, it looks like it's not even touched. So it looks like my brush has not even touched around the outside. So we'll see how we go on all of these products. Wish me luck. Let me know if you're doing a project pan, if you're doing a full face rolling project pan, what products in your collection are you going to focus on? Let me know down in the comments. While you're down there, make sure you go check out Louisa so you can get a bargain deal on some beautiful jewelry pieces. And thank you again, Louisa, for sponsoring this video. If you did enjoy this video and you're new around here, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to keep up to date on this project and all my other project pans that I'm doing this year. I'm doing a lot of projects this year. I just think I'm at the point where I'm like, I want to get some stuff out of my collection. So project panning is the way to go. So there's lots of project pans going on this year, lots of eyeshadow based projects, full face projects, you name it. It's probably happening on this channel. So make sure you subscribe so you can get notified when those videos go live. That's it for this video, beautiful. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. I hope that you are staying safe, healthy, and looking after yourself. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, beautiful.